Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to mount the T-lock. You've probably seen the T-lock out on the races this year, so this is it. We got the 360-degree tire lock, keeps the tire to the rim, and it's tubeless. So to insert the air into the tire, we use the needle like this with a whale on it. This is how we're going to do it. We borrowed us a rim from a Honda 450 CRF 16, and we got ourselves a start kit with the T-locks. Manual how to do it. The T-locks themselves looks like this. We got the tube. Normally it looks like a bicycle tube, but it's not a bicycle tube. We got the seal to prevent the air to go up through the rubber. We got the rim band. That's actually a rim tape. We got this one, the stripes. We got plastic plug, and I'm going to show you later. It's the whale cap. T-lock sticker, of course, for the hub, and the needle looks like this. This is how we're going to do it. We start to clean up the rim. We take the tube off, the tire lock, the small tire lock. The rim band is off. We clean it. We use brake clean this time, just to keep the tape to stay in the center of the rim. So what we're going to do first is take the small plastic ones. We're going to cover up the old tire lock, because we don't need a tire lock. The T-lock concept is all about tire lock. We've got the 360-degree tire lock here. So on this Honda rim, we got 3 holes. A big one. We got one small one, like that, and the third one. The third one we're going to keep for the whale in the tube. And I take the back end of the tire lever, hit it once, and it shapes up to the rim. Same on the big one, like that. Then we're going to take 3 layers of the tape, and to make it easier for me, I start with the big or the small plastic plug. How I do it is I take a little bit on the lower edge, and then the second lap on the upper edge, and then the last lap in the center. Like that. Make sure the tape is close to the rim, over the nuts and stuff. And then we need a hole for the whale in the tube. Then we take this Leatherman. You can use a screwdriver or whatever. Just pinch a hole in it. Like that, and we're ready to mount the T-lock. It's the T-lock. We need a tube, and this one is important. The nut should stay close to the edge of the whale, down. We put the tube inside the T-lock, like that. We're going to use this, because you're going to mount the T-lock the same way you're going to mount the normal tire. So in the end it's going to go straight over the rim and be a little bit harder to work on. So to prevent damage to the tube, we close it up. Just watch. So what I do, take the tube inside the T-lock like this, just close it. I use about 4, 5, 6 of them with like 3 inches in between. It used to work fine. So if you get like 4 or 5, it's fine. If you got 3, I mean 4 or 5 is better safe than sorry, so take what you got. And when you mounted the T-lock, it's going to stay on the rim, so it's not like you're going to do it once a week or so. It lasts a long time. So it's ready to mount. We're just going to need some seal on it. If you don't have the tire paste, you can use the seal to make it a little bit slippery, so it finds its place easier, like that. We turn it, do the same on the other side. Like that. Then we find the whale and the hole for it. It's over here. Put the whale inside the hole, like that. And work ourselves all the way around as far as we get, like this. Then of course, bead body. When we come to this one, we can stretch out. So if we take it down to the center of the rim, we gain a bit and make it easier again, like that. Now it's time for the tire levers. We put one inside there, just bend it, check that the T-lock is in the center. Take number 2, and this one is important, guys. Don't take it over here. I mean, it doesn't matter if you do it like 8, 9 times. We just take small steps all the way. And for that, we don't need any strength. We just go easy, like this, and work yourself around it. I think that should do it, like that. We're done with the bead body, clean it up, and of course, cut this one. Don't cut the T-lock. Voila! What I used to do now is that I pump it up to like 4 psi, just to check that the tube is fine, it stays on the stand. Just with a small amount of PSI, you can feel the tire lock is pretty hard. And imagine that with 100 PSI, it's pretty hard. So, looks good. And we know that the tube is working fine. So we let the air out again. Like that. Now it's time for the tire. For this one we used a Dunlop tire. Back on the seal or the tire paste if you got one. And when you come up to that point that you should change the tire, you can use the seal from the old tire on the edges like a normal tire mount. Like that. On the inside. Both sides. Then we take the rim, like that. We take the tire, press it down, and it opens in the bottom, but it also closes the sides, like 3 and 9 o'clock. So what we're going to do is put the rim in the bed of the tire and spin it up a bit. Now we got the rim on the bed, and just roll it, and we're done. Then, back with the speed body. Lock the tire levers. We stick to the small ones, close to each other. I mean, you probably tried it before to take like, oh, I'm almost done, so take one here, and it doesn't happen. So, small steps, and if it gets to start to struggle, just push the back end of the tire downwards to the center of the rim, and you can work again. It's not that funny to mount the tire, so if it's easy, it's fun. One side. One down, one to go. Now I use 2 levelers with like 5-inch apart. Speed body, lock the tire, and work yourself around again. And when you start to get close to the end, you're always going to be happy. I'm almost done, so. But we're not. We have to add the seal. We need the seal. So what I do then, I keep 1 lever inside, take it down to the ground like this, 200 mil, shake it. And when I apply it, I take it from the outside. I know the tire is open on the back side, but to make it smoother, I take it from the front like that. 200 mil, it's fine. And then we take it gently up. And we close it. Stay with the small steps. Plop. We clean the rim, you know how the riders are. Oh, my rim is shitty. Keep it clean. Now it's done. Now we need to inflate the T-lock with air to lock the tire to the rim. Take it up. So what we're going to do first is we want the tire to pop out, find its place on the rim. It takes like 50-60 psi to make it happen. Then we're going to let the air out. But first we make it pop out. One side good, it's fine. Then take the air out again. The reason I take the air out again is because the T-lock now helped us to get the tire on the right spot. Now we want to take it back to make it center and just take it up to 100 psi. There we go. So, what we have here is a ready mounted tire. We got the tire lock, the tire on the place on the rim stays there, but we doesn't have any air in the tire. It's still empty. So, what we do, find the whale over here, find the needle, and this is the fun part. We just put it through the tire. And the tire pressure is up to the rider. For me as a mechanic, it's all about the PSI inside the inner tube. It's going to be like 100. I mean, check the inner tube pressure every time you check the air filter or fueling the bike or whatever. I mean, it's not that hard, so. But for the tire, it's up to the rider. If you want to go like 12 PSI or 8 PSI or whatever, it's up to him. And it's different between tracks and tracks. So if you're riding a hard pack, you maybe go lower. Sand track, you maybe take it up a bit, so try whatever. So 10, 12 PSI is fine on the most tracks, on the most tire. There we go, 12. Obviously now the seal will be on the bottom of the tire. So if I pull the needle out here, the air will go out for sure. So what I'm doing now, take the wheel, put the needle downwards and give it a few sec to have the seal coming down to the needle again. And meanwhile, I use the aluminum cap. The high pressure tube needs a real cap. And then when that's done, I just take one hand on the needle, twist it at the same time, pull it like that. And then check if you got some blue seal there. It's tight. And you're ready to go.